Good morning from not the Maldives. I am starting this off in Dubai. It is 6:30 or it's 6:37, I don't know. I'm about to leave. I'm about to go with my friend to the airport. So very soon I should be in a more beachy environment. I'm in the Maldives at the St. Regis Seaplane Lounge bathroom waiting to get on a seaplane. She's made it. We are now waiting to get on a seaplane, and yes, I have scabs all over my face because the Virgo problem with picking zips that are not there has reoccurred. To the Maldives. It is now, let me see. I mean, Maldives time, it's technically 7, but at the St. Regis here, they literally move it an hour forward so you get more like daylight apparently. So it's 8 p.m. The suite is beautiful. I just walked around and like showed it, and I hope I caught it. Like, I hope I'm doing it justice. It'll be prettier in the morning, but we arrived at sunset. The seaplane was not scary as I thought it would be. Like, I thought it would be fucking terrifying, but it doesn't go slow. It goes too slow for the turbulence to be very bad. Like, you just kind of go up, you weave through clouds, it's not bad. So upstairs is where Tatiana's staying. I'm staying downstairs. I just get like the big king bed. The flight here was actually really nice. Very happy to be here. I feel like an imposter with champagne there and like cookies. I can't eat. I had some fruit though. I accidentally just left my camera on for literally an hour while I was outside filming TikToks. I got one take because the light makeup filter would not stay on my face. So as you can see, my hair is going super wavy because of being on the island. No pics tonight. Gonna do that like tomorrow and the next day, whatever day it is. So feels good. We made it.
All right, so guys, we're in the Maldives. What are we celebrating? Are we just celebrating life?
Are we celebrating aliveness? Is that what we're celebrating? Survival.
We're celebrating that we're alive. Made it here in one piece, despite many challenges.
Despite the seaplane. The seaplane actually was fucking fine. Like, there was no issue with the seaplane. But you're having some trouble there.
You know what?
We're on the third.
You know what? I'm at a point in life where I'm used to being served. People open champagne for me. I don't open champagne for people, but for you.
For me to watch as I, okay.
You want to come out? Come out, follow me.
Come out.
We're gonna make the champagne. Ready?
I guess so. It is such a beautiful night. Our first night here in the Maldives. I wanted to take some pictures at night with like flash by the water. So I'm in this Victoria's Secret set. It has, yeah, let me see if I can show this. It is like rhinestones, which I like. So I was out here on the pool at night. So beautiful and lit up, and then the water's actually pretty rocky down there, so at night it's not the safest, I'd say, because it can get kind of like, it's kind of rocky, so it's not the safest. It is like not super late, but it's been a long travel day, so I'm going to head off to bed, and this should be much prettier actually in the morning when everything is lit up. Good morning. I cannot figure out how to make this coffee maker because I do not see where you add water on this. Big struggle. Anyway, it is the first morning here in the Maldives. I have on a swimsuit and slippers so I can go outside and take pictures before Tatiana and I are heading out to play tennis. Oh my god, I feel so pretentious ready to play tennis in the Maldives. I'm literally just gonna set up self-timer camera because this is beautiful. Usually, actually, I set up a video and then I take screenshots of the video. I find it much easier. This is so beautiful. Going to to take a bath in here with this view. I took some pictures. I hope I'm not in the mirror. Let's see if I can. Okay, so like as you can see, the bath has a mirror there. That was a great photo op. Been a lovely day. I got a lot of photos. It's like 3 now, so I'm gonna edit a little bit before sunset when I will film my June forecast, because with this background, this is a must. Finally, I have someone to shoot for me instead of setting up self-timer. The sunset here is like, no one is out here and I'm surprised. This is so beautiful, all for us. About to head out for dinner, and tonight's outfit is just, it's really comfy. It's just this butterfly top that I got like 2 years ago, and this skirt, which is, I like it because it has shorts underneath, so it's just like all purpose and cute. I'm probably gonna wear this with just my like Gucci sneakers because we're just like going to like the resort restaurant. This is on its own island, so almost all the resorts here in the Maldives are on their own islands unless you are on a resort on the main island. So the main island is Malé, and Malé is still tiny as hell, but there are a few resorts on Malé. Otherwise, you're going to be taking a seaplane like we did to a small island that's its own resort, basically. So the St. Regis is on its own resort. It's like Villa Mar or whatever. We're here, and like I fucking love turn down service, where before bed they put slippers there, which are just, they're just so cozy. There's nothing like St. Regis or Ritz slippers. If you didn't know, if you're not like a Marriott geek like I am, the St. Regis and the Ritz are like their top tier nicest, along with Bulgari, but Bulgari is a little bit, there are some like exclusions to Bulgari. It's like, for example, the Edition hotels are Marriott hotels, but you can't get upgrades there. So they're like under the umbrella, but not as much of the Marriott family as Ritz and St. Regis are like, those are the top tier category 8. If you know, you know, they're category 8. Jesus, it's cold right here. They put a really fucking strong fan in the bathroom, I guess, because they have to make sure it's not humid in here. Ooh, it's fucking freezing. So it's gonna get really cold in here, I can tell tonight, but I like they have the fucking comfiest beds. Like the beds, I'm just talking about the experience right now, but like the comfiest beds. Something about just nice hotels makes me very, very happy. I say I don't like living out of hotels, but then I find nice hotels and I'm like, fuck you, Maren, you love living out of hotels. And I might see if I can just live out of Marriott hotels for a little while this summer, because I'm not gonna renew a lease in New York. Too many obstacles, the universe is letting me know. Come to Dubai. I have so many friends here. I love, like, there's pros and cons to New York, Dubai, and I think I'm gonna live in Dubai, visit New York when you want, but just like, your lease is ending, Maren, in June, just fucking do it. You know you want to, you know you just were unsure like last time to do it fully, because I know I'm gonna do like New York, Dubai, like back and forth, so I love New York, but yeah, no, I gotta move to Dubai. Anyway, I'm gonna talk about my experience here so far. So the St. Regis is beautiful and it's lovely. Do I think it's worth paying this? Frankly, no. I think that there's cheaper resorts, because what you really want is the overwater villa experience. You don't really need the insane amenities, even though there are lovely, obviously. I would say that there are resorts that you can get for cheaper. Like, I don't know, the Westin I know was much less than the St. Regis. This was very, very expensive. I paid for most of it because the trip was mostly for me. My friend and I saw like a lower rate for one of the more garden villa rooms, which is like you don't go to the Maldives and get a garden villa. So I was like, fuck it, we're gonna pay like the high rate, and she was like, no, that's stupid, and I was like, I'll pay most of it if we go. So that was kind of like my justification, because I really did want the content here, and I think about that, and I'm not getting like comped. I do reach out to resorts before I go, and I see, will you give me like a special rate? Sometimes they give me a discount. I've never gotten a comped room. I've never done like the thing where you can tell when influencers are comped because they're like, thank you for like letting me stay or whatever. No, I'll tag the hotel if they comp me and things like that, but I haven't had just like a free stay. But it's beautiful. I mean, there's no complaints necessarily. I will say that they didn't really understand me fully as vegan at this Indian restaurant yesterday here, because all the restaurants are on the resort. Like, you can't leave the resort, so it's like you have to, you know, eat and do everything here. They like didn't understand. I said it multiple times, and that's not like a major, I'm not going to complain, but when you're paying like thousands of dollars and you have to like reiterate like no butter please, like that's, it gets, but I will never complain about that kind of thing, because I know what it's like to be in the service industry, so I won't complain. I'll just like document it in my mind of like, yeah, okay, probably not worth the insane price. Like I said, you want the overwater villa, you want the pictures of the overwater villa, and you want decent restaurants, and there are resorts where you can go for a lot topless, but this is fucking beautiful, and I'm not gonna complain at all. Like, no, there's no bad part of this. Like, Tatiana and I were playing tennis earlier. I didn't bring my camera there, but maybe I will next time we go to play tennis, probably tomorrow, because it was fun. Tomorrow we're gonna go get sunset massages, and it'll be really nice. So the experience so far has been lovely. Tatiana and I are both like heavy like work people, so we work, I film content, I'm editing it, I'm getting that out to my editor if it's a longer form video that I'm not doing. I'm on calls, we're both talking about like projects that, I don't know, we mutually invested in or just understand both, and we discuss our own like business dealings. We discuss me sitting next to a cute guy on the flight, which has never fucking happened to me. Like, when have I ever had something like that happen to me? It was out of a movie. It was like, well, whatever, I won't get into it. But he likes like Pierce the Veil and shit. And I was like, how in the hell am I going from a flight from Dubai to the Maldives and I'm like next to someone who is like into Pierce the Veil? Like, that, it was just like, so, it was funny. So, Tatiana and I had to get to a Middle Eastern restaurant tonight called Cargo. I wanted to go to it. Tatiana didn't really want to go, so we're going to that one tonight, and then we get to go to the restaurant that has no vegan options tomorrow night, so Tatiana can be appeased with the seafood here. So like I said, lovely place, lovely, no complaints. I'm hungry, we should head out. Back from our lovely dinner, but frankly, we were talking about this and joking how in this vlog I need to talk about how insane this pricing is and how not worth it is. So like I said, this St. Regis is like multiple thousands of dollars a night. Like, this is multiple thousands of dollars a night for this room. You can get the club suite at the Burj Al Arab for a fourth of what this suite is, and the club suite at the Burj Al Arab is the nicest fucking thing. I vlogged it. That 100% worth it for like $2,500 a night. Like, that is worth it. It might be a little bit more, but like, no, or a little bit less. I don't know. It's just whatever. That restaurant was like fine. My vegetable tagine was $50. A falafel platter was $38. That is insane. It's fucking like zucchini and couscous and like some chickpeas. But anyway, guys, I have to be honest. Like, it's not a bad review. The hotel's beautiful, but like, for between me and her, my friend, she got like a meze platter and falafel as like her dish. It was $140 between us. That is insane. We didn't even get drinks. We literally drank water. And the restaurant was like just on the sand. Like, you can eat there for $5 in Tulum. Like, that's the kind of place that it felt like. So I will admit, if you're coming here, I would say the St. Regis is beautiful, but like, it's not worth it. It's just fucking not. Like, I'm sorry, Marriott, I love your other hotels and I love this hotel, but this is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, absolutely gorgeous. And I will tell you, the Burj Al Arab is worth it. The Burj Al Arab is my favorite hotel I've ever stayed at. This is kind of insane. $48 for a vegetable tagine? Fuck am I at? Like, what? What the fuck? Plus tax, plus a mandatory like bunch of tip. It was like $100 for the actual dinner and then like $40 on top for the tip. So again, I'm not complaining in a way where it's like I'm not happy to be here, like fucking ecstatic, but I have to be real with you guys with my travel reviews. It's like when certain travel YouTubers, I'm literally changing right now, but I'm just not gonna show it. When travel YouTubers talk about first class not being worth $5,000 or something, and people are like, imagine being upset about that. And it's like, dude, he didn't pay for economy class. He paid for a first class experience. He has a right to feel like his money didn't go as far as he thought it would, that kind of thing. So that's where I'm at with this, but no regrets. I'm very happy to have been able to come to this conclusion. And I'm gonna go to bed. Good morning. It is our last full day here in the Maldives, and it's not quite as busy as yesterday. Tatiana is out snorkeling. Oh my god, I have no eyelash extensions left. They're all falling out. It's a good place to have that happen, I guess. Tatiana is out snorkeling for a few hours, so I have the place to myself. Might go work out. We're getting massages later, but trying to get the most out of being here today. Our butler, Ibrahim, did this little flower bubble bath. And it's so lovely. I hope it's still warm, because I'm gonna have to take pictures in it and stuff, because I mean, this is just beautiful. But yeah, I mean, it's so cute. We are now entering the bath. Okay, so before I like take my swimsuit off and actually take a bath, little final moment to remember. Why am I still doing a peace sign like I have an iPhone photo ready? Just embarrassing. It's about 3:30 now. I am so relaxed. I have been working. I've gone through all of the videos I've taken, because when I am shooting myself, I just take a video and then take screenshots. It works a lot better than a bunch of self-timer photos, I find, because this camera has such good video. I'm really tired in like a very relaxed way. We have about 2 hours until we're getting a massage, so I've just been out here working in a robe and slippers as I am designed to do. So yeah, it's been a very nice few hours out here. I'm very calm. I am out here filming TikToks and like YouTube videos. It is so fucking hot over here. I can't even, that's all I have to say. We're about to go get massages any minute now. I need to charge my phone, but whatever. Yeah, so just reporting in from the last sunset. We will see here since we'll have to be at the airport tomorrow for this. Maybe we'll see from the airport. We are here getting massages. Tatiana, you burned everything but your butt or only your butt?
Only my
Oh,
butt.
right, because she was snorkeling. Okay.
My butt is, I have a very curvy butt, and it was like outside of the water the whole time. And basically I have a lobster ass.
Good morning. It is our last day, or like few hours here in the Maldives. We leave at 3 today, so it is 11 a.m. now, and it's kind of cool. The St. Regis is on a different time zone than the rest of the Maldives, or like you fly into Malé and it is 10 a.m. Malay time, but St. Regis actually, like, for whatever reason, makes it 1 hour later. I don't really understand the reasoning. I think something to do with sunset or an extra hour of daylight or something like that. I think maybe you get to watch the sunset early or something. So it is, again, beautiful out today. I'm about to head out for a quick run in their gym. I'm just going to run for like 15 minutes or like walk for 5, run for 10, just so I get my heart rate up a little bit before I do some abs. And they don't really have that good of weights there. Like, they're pretty heavy, but not super heavy. The kind of heavy where it's like I can't use these that repeatedly. So I'm probably just going to, like, I have a yoga mat here, and I'm just going to use that after I head back. Might go on a little walk because sadly I'm leaving this for 21 hours of travel, 4 hours to Doha, a little bit of a layover for like 2.5, 3 hours in Doha, then a 15-hour flight back to New York from Doha. I've never flown Qatar Airways, which I'm excited to do because, like, I know that it's usually like Emirates and then Qatar is like second most like best airline, but that Qatar is ranked higher because its business class is so good compared to Emirates. Like, it might not be as well known for its first class, but its business class is really good. Whatever. If you're like an air like geek, is like kind of like how I am, you're probably familiar with what I mean, but I've never flown Qatar, so excited to do that. Just so fucking pretty. Like, just look at this. Have the pool here, water here. It's the kind of thing where if I were to come back, like, I would need a group in this house. I don't like traveling with groups, so I probably wouldn't come back to this specific house villa situation, but it feels kind of like wasteful when you're just like here with one person and it's not a romantic trip, so you're not like using everything together. Not that it was a waste at all. I'm so happy to have come, but definitely, like I said, like this, I don't know, feels very, very pricey. So maybe when I make like 10 million and I have boyfriend, just kidding. No, please, no. That would be just terrible now thinking about it. Anyway, I'm gonna go work out. Yeah, done with that train of thought. So I'm out here now, like, about to work out, and there is a stork here. I think that's what this is. This is a stork. It's not moving, which is a little weird and concerning, but it's real. It was not there before, so that is interesting that we have a stork there as I set up to, like, work out. We have about 30 minutes until our butler is coming to get our luggage and have us check out here in the villa, which, if you're wondering, like, because this resort is a bunch of villas, whether you're in a garden villa on the land, which, like, to be honest, if you're gonna come to the Maldives, like, don't stay in a garden villa. I know they're so much cheaper. I mean, like, literally like a fourth of the price, but you come for the overwater villa, you know what I mean? Just go to a resort where the overwater villas are cheaper. Wanted to talk a little bit about my final thoughts, and as I've said before, the St. Regis itself is beyond overpriced. I would stay somewhere else, even though it's lovely and beautiful. It's the kind of thing where it's so lovely and beautiful and you're like, I just want the overwater villa. I don't need the insane charges for the premium name, like, of the St. Regis, unless you're really looking to get Marriott points, which luckily I'm getting a ton for from this stay, so I will be able to put those to use especially over the summer when I likely am not paying rent anywhere and I'm living out of Marriott hotels, trying to travel and visit the places that I want to. So it's beautiful. St. Regis service is like nothing else. Marriott's always tend to have good service, especially if you're in a category 8. So the Ritz, the Bulgari, the St. Regis, they all have great service, especially St. Regis. The butler service here is phenomenal. Ibrahim was our butler and he's great. If you ever stay here and get the chance to have him, he's wonderful. Like the bubble bath, and they make an itinerary for you with activities that they think you would like, and you get to change it all, like the dinners, the times, but they make it for you so you have it when you arrive, and that is like nothing else. It's really great. It's really personalized, and I appreciate that myself as someone who, I've said it time and time again, like as a Virgo who's a very like service-oriented person, I love good service when I'm at a hotel. I value that. I let the staff know. I appreciate, I tip, like that is very, very important to me. Still, I probably would not return here unless I'm with someone that really wants to pay, because I'm not paying this again here, most likely. Food was decent. It wasn't outstanding. There were some good vegan dishes on the room service menu, and then every restaurant had one vegan entree or things that I could veganize, which was not too impressive, especially given that like Maldivian, I would say that this is a cuisine which could be more veganized than they offered, but I know that I am not the target, so I don't complain about that, and I'm glad for the vegetable tagine. That was like the main vegan dish that I didn't have to change anything on, because the rest of the dishes were like fried bread with olives was the vegan entree, and I was like, yo, can we do the salad then, or the curry without the meat? That kind of thing, where I kind of changed some things up that were a little bit more like satiating and healthy versus the vegan dishes, which were often literally just like, I don't know, fried bread and that kind of thing, where I was like, yeah, no, I don't really want that. My favorite restaurant here was Cargo, which is the Middle Eastern cuisine. We didn't go to Oriental, which is the Asian restaurant. We went to Alba, which is their main restaurant, which is just like, it's French and Indian together, I believe. Italian and Indian. They have 2 menus, and I will always choose Indian over Italian, because I'm not an Italian fan. Like, I don't know, just heavy. I prefer Indian, where it can still be like, I guess heavy, but it's like curries, and I don't know, that's much happier to me than pastas or pizza. I don't know, I'm just very much more an Asian food person than a European food person. Always, always, always. Like, probably Italian, and then like Russian, German, that kind of cuisine is like my least favorite. I know they're very different, but I'm not into like the heavy things like that. Or I'm into heavy, but like I said, curries, Asian food, that kind of thing. I will love a good, like, I don't know, basmati rice and chana masala kind of thing, but not so much I don't know, whatever, veganized ravioli or something like that. Not my thing. So, of course, it's beautiful. The weather here is beautiful. The Wi-Fi sucks everywhere on the Maldives, so it's not a place for remote work, in my opinion. And especially if you're using a VPN, which I would recommend, because you're in a jurisdiction that everywhere in the Middle East, even though Maldives is not the Middle East, I would say Maldives and the Middle East, you want to be using a VPN generally at all times. Just surveillance-wise. I don't think the Maldivian government is anything like the UAE, but I openly am just like, just use a VPN, just do it. Cost, like I said, several $1,000s a night, not worth it. You can get for less, but the flights here, it's always going to add up to a couple grand, so I'd say go with someone, go with the group. This particular 2-bedroom villa is better off for a couple and then kids upstairs. You can fit literally like a couple here and then 4 kids upstairs, because there's a king bed here and then 2 queen beds upstairs, so I'd say like bring your fucking family. That would be more worth it rather than me and one other person. And you can't really leave the resorts. All the resorts are on their own islands. Some resorts will have like 2 resorts an island if it's a smaller resort, but I'd say overall, like, you can't really leave the resort, so make sure you're picking one with food options and things that you like, because likely, I mean, you'd have to charter a seaplane or a boat to get anywhere else, and it can be like an hour-long boat ride. Like, it's a bunch of tiny islands as the Maldives, so you're at one resort, like on an island. Male is the main island, and the airport is there along with a few resorts, but they're not like the big ones that you're gonna take a seaplane somewhere. So yeah, that's that, but no regrets necessarily. I'm very happy I came. No complaints. I just like to offer an honest travel review when I have thoughts about like, oh, I paid a lot and that wasn't worth it. So things like that, where it's very honest, and if I were paying $200 a night, it would be extremely different comments rather than thousands of thousands. The rate varies on the night, but like thousands a night. So that's that, but overall very happy to be here. So I might be ending it here, and I will see you in another location around the world.
Oh, but there is one thing you're awful